Y'all, hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and y'all know I am raw to the bone. I know I'm a little bit late, y'all. The morning got away from me, but let's see what we gonna listen to this morning. Come on in. Hey, instrumentals for your asses, because you know. Mm. Hey, fancy panties. It's Monday. Come on in. Oh, wrong window. Y'all know I gotta get my windows together. Good morning, protagonist. Good morning, Fancy K. Hey, One Reliable Sin. Hey, Hearts of Fire. Good morning. I'm just getting Facebook together. Hey, let's see what's next. All right. Hey, Facebook. You are ready. Hey, YouTube. Good morning. Hey, IG. Y'all know when y'all come in here, I know it's Monday. We might be moving a little slow. I know I am. But still come in here with the hearts. Okay? On IG. The hearts on IG. And if you're coming in on YouTube, hey Kev, come in on YouTube with the likes. Thumbs up, never thumbs down. And don't leave YouTube without hitting subscribe and that bell. Could y'all do that for me? That's all I ask. It's free shit. Hey Johnny Hill, good morning. Happy Monday. Yes, y'all. So let's see what else is playing. One more song before we get into the day. Hey Angel, good morning. Happy Monday. Get your coffee or your tea. Some of us might be doing some other things like puff and pass. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. I appreciate that, Angel. Come on in. Listen. Hey, AG, good morning. I'm still recovering from the weekend, y'all. Hey, McCliver, good morning. Let me hit pause on this for a minute. I'm still recovering from the weekend. You know how we started. I was going to say we start off, but I'm going to speak for myself. I start off every week. Angel said, I'm still in bed. Can't get moving today, baby. Okay. Good morning, protagonist. Every Monday, I come into Monday rushing the week for Friday. Okay. Friday gets here, and I swear, y'all, it's like at a blink of an eye, Monday is back again. I literally sat on AG's couch yesterday and I said, tomorrow's fucking Monday. Morning, Rashmi. Good morning. I was like, tomorrow's freaking Monday. Like, literally, Friday, I was so exhausted, okay, that I called out of work. I said, listen, I can't. I don't take any days off since working from home. And y'all work from home. A lot of y'all work from home. When you work from home, do you find that you take less days off? You know how we were talking about the other day, how sometimes kids need a mental break from school? Well, shit. I know I needed a mental break Friday. I literally logged on to work and was like, nah, I can't do it. I just couldn't do it, y'all. So I emailed my boss and I was like, I'm out. I got so excited. I was like, oh shoot, my weekend gonna be long, y'all. I got Friday off. Here's Monday. It goes fast no matter what. But what the hell did y'all do for the weekend? You know, before we get into the topic, we talk about the things that we do for the weekend. Where is Theo? Because Theo and I was on the same page this morning. I put the topic up there. I'm just going to read the topic, but we're not going to get into the topic right now. But if you start commenting on the topic and running up the comment section, I will go back and I will read your comments. Don't worry about that, okay? I got y'all. All right. So the topic today, and then I'll go back to the weekend vibe bullshit, is Your significant other is just not into what you're into. AG, I'm glad you joined, right? Poetry, music, acting, etc. They just not into it. Okay, I'm gonna come back and read the comments. Keep them coming. What did y'all do for the weekend? Keep the comments coming and start chiming in on the topic. I'll go back and I'll read. All right. Your significant other is just not into what you're into. Poetry, music, acting, etc. Right? Does not come to any of your events. Does not allow a space for you to discuss your craft. Never has anything positive to say about your dreams. Significant other is also struggling with their own career and interests. How do you fucking fix this? Hey, Glamour 47. And the reason why I brought this topic to the table today is because we were watching a movie, right? I went over to AG's house and we watched a movie called Things Never Said. It has Shanola Hampton, Omari Hardwick in it, Elimu Nelson. All right. We watched it on Tubi, I believe. Was it Tubi? It's called Things Never Said. Okay, y'all, Things Never Said. Oh, I have the link here, the imdb.com link. Okay, I put it up there for those that are following me on Facebook and YouTube. You will see the link there for the movie Things Never Said. Wow. Okay, wow. Now, I watched the movie and I felt it, even though, one of the things is I absolutely. Yes, I'm going there too, Johnny. I'm glad you went there. You know, I brought this topic to the table because of the movie that I watched, right? But in the meantime, between time, now y'all know the topic. I don't want to get too much into the topic. I want to go back to talking about the weekend events. And Johnny has already hit on something I was going to discuss. I love y'all, right? So the weekend was heavy. I had a great time this weekend. I always post my pictures and shit like that. Went out with friends, had a really good time. The weather was great. But in all of this celebration, hey Theo, I'm glad you joined because you and I was on the same page this morning. You see my topic and you see the excerpt that you posted from the book. I took a picture of that shit, Theo. Okay. Although I was out having a good time, I'm not sure if you guys was out having a good time this weekend. But it's always some news, some current event that can fuck up your mood. Johnny mentioned, Roy, don't want to start off with a downer, but prayers to all the people in Buffalo and in Orange County. This is getting crazy. The shootings, y'all. Not only in Buffalo and in Orange County, Johnny, but when AG and I was together, his cousin called and said there was a shootout. Was it in Vegas or somewhere? At a concert. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Okay? But prayers, okay, for all those that had to experience this traumatic incident, all those that were directly hit by any flying bullets, okay, from this incident. It's horrible. Okay? Folks, pay attention. Pay attention. Not that these are new crimes, but because we have social media and shit like that, we get to hear about it faster than. Okay, it was Vegas. Yes, it was Vegas. The shootout was in Vegas. It is faster than going to get the daily news. Okay. I was happy to see so many people checking in from Buffalo to let us know that they were safe. What the fuck is going on? So thank you, Johnny, for bringing that in because, I was definitely going there. All right. So prayers for all those impacted by the useless and unnecessary shootings. All right. Coffee with Friends sends condolences, prayers, and healing. All right. So protagonist said that person picked the wrong significant. Okay. That's on topic. Okay. I'm going to come back to that. All right. Angel said, I went on a 24-hour date. I'm still on. What the fuck did y'all do this weekend? Angel, a 24-hour date. I love it. We went and stayed in Indianapolis overnight, went out to dinner and then a nightclub, and then drove back home to Chicago the next day. I might be in love. Yeah, boo. Yeah. Angel, listen, we got coffee with friends, love in the fucking air. All right? Hey, Hearts of Fire. My God, Angel. Angel went on a 24-hour date, baby. She thinks she's in love. Listen, how long does it take a motherfucker to fall in love? Not long. And you can't control your feelings. You go into certain situations going, I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that. Then you find yourself on a 24-hour date talking about you might be in love. I love it. I love it. Okay. Johnny said there was also a shooting in D.C. where this young guy opened up his window and shot off over 200 rounds last week. Okay, what in the holy fucks is going on here? The fuck? What is going on? Oh, Angel. Angel. Angel said we've been seeing each other for a month, but this did it. A month? I love it. How long does it take for somebody to fall in love? How long? There's no time. You can't plan for that shit. You can't. All right. Anybody else want to share what the fuck they did for the weekend? I went out this weekend with my girlfriend and with AG, with Maria, aka Glam Fine Closet, and AG, aka AG Kitchen 737, AG or Arnold Gatson Photography. Okay. Um, we went out and we had reservations at Catch. Now, Catch has the regular Catch, and then they have the Catch Steakhouse. Okay. Um, we went to the regular Catch. It was okay, but it's not for black folk. It's not for me. I mean, I love the location of Catch. I do. It's in the Meatpacking District. Meatpacking District is my shit. I love it down there. But the restaurant for me, you know, is very expensive, and they serve you a little bit of food. Although I was full off of it, but baby, they came out with this. AG ordered lobster mac and cheese. Okay, and I couldn't wait. My mouth was watering because I be having my fork in my friend's shit. Okay. Okay. And so I couldn't wait for his lobster mac and cheese to come. And when it came, we all looked at it like, what in the holy fuck is that? We picked in it though, because we were drinking and shit. But I couldn't have described his lobster mac and cheese any better than he did. He said it looked like hamburger helper, and it did. And it did. Y'all, it did. And it was $40. And they brought it out in this little cast iron pan thing like this. And I didn't see one piece of lobster meat. It was just the flavor from the lobster. A beautiful restaurant, nicely decorated. Location is gorgeous. But for $300, I needed more. I needed to take home. I never go out and walk out without a to-go box. I ate all my food. Even the oysters. Now, when I go out and I order oysters on a half shell, I get the big fucking oysters. Like my mouth be wide open and big pieces of oysters are dropping down my throat. Yes, Lord God. No, if y'all go on my page and look at the pictures of the oysters, they look like clams on a half shell. I was like, so I mean, I like again, I like the location and shit, but I'm not busting down doors to go back. I'm not. All right, so that was my damn weekend. AG said, not for me either. Okay. Fancy K said, right. Laugh out loud. You definitely go into dating situations saying, oh no, I'm not doing this or that. Fancy K, I'm telling you, I said it all. I was like, I'm not for this, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that. And we get caught the fuck out there. So, Angel, I ain't mad. Get your fucking love on, boo. Get your love on. But today's topic is, oh, why is my topic is kind of messed up, y'all. Can I change it while I'm on the fly here? Maybe. Let's see. Okay, I was able to change it. All right. So my topics was the titles of my topics was off. Okay. So your significant other is just not into what you're into. Again, I was watching this movie called Things Left Unsaid. That's what I said it's called. Oh, Things Never Said, right? And in this movie, it triggered so many things in me, right? And in this particular movie, there was a young woman who was married to a young man, and his career did not go the way he expected it. They also went through a loss in their relationship of something. I'm not going to get into the details in case any of you want to watch it. I'm going to go back in the comments and read the comments that you guys are putting up there. But this woman became interested in poetry, the spoken word, right? And one of her goals was to recite, her poetry pieces at the Norican. If anybody has been to Norican in the city, it's a hot spot. I love it. Been there a couple of times. Okay. I love it. I love poetry. Okay. And so in this particular movie, Johnny, I don't know if you saw this movie, but please take a look at it. Things Never Said. All right. Great acting. Great poetry. If anybody's into poetry, please take a peek at this. And in this, what I saw was a husband and a wife who got together at a time of their life when they were young, right? And when they got older, okay, she developed an interest for poetry. His career didn't pan out the way he wanted it, and so he was bitter with his own life situation, and therefore did not celebrate her need to grow in the area that she was interested in, right? And so that further created a divide in their relationship. Now, I'm not saying that everybody in a relationship has to be interested in the same thing. How do you support each other, right? Even when you're not interested in that thing. How do you support each other? The other point I want to call out is, how easy is it for you to have an affair or have an attraction that grows for someone that is interested in what you're interested in, right? You say you do poetry or you do art, and you're going to poetry events and art events, and you start meeting people that's interested in the things that you do. That can open up doors for, guess what? A motherfucking affair. Okay? If you find out your significant other turned around and had an affair, and this person was interested in what he or she was interested in, how would you feel? That's my contribution to today's topic as a start off, as an introduction, to get the motors running. All right. Your significant other is just not into what you are into. How do you get through that? How do you fix this? How do you develop a compromising situation? What do you do? Let me go up and see. Fancy K said, cool topic. This is actually more common than not in regards to having the same interest. Yes, it is. It is. Oh, packing, moving soon. Oh, Fancy K, I hate to pack. I do. I absolutely do. Okay, Fancy K said, that's a phenomenal question. How long does it take to fall in love? Okay, back to the dating shit, right? I think at this point I have to walk into laugh out loud, meaning I have to brace myself. Thoughts? How long does it take for somebody to fall in love? I'm just asking because Angel said she been at it a month and they went on a 24-hour date, and voila. Hey, Soulful BBW, she thinks she's in love. AG Photography said the oysters look like they were just born, baby. Didn't they? You make me sick. They were just fucking born. All right, let me go up on YouTube and Facebook and see what we got going on. Well, really, YouTube, I don't get that much from Facebook. Let's see what we got. Good morning, Rashmi. Um, Angel said, I take less official days off, but I be on bullshit way more. That was to the thing where I asked you guys, since you work from home, for those that work from home, how often do you take a mental day off? I barely ever. And Friday, I just had to. Johnny said, oh, well, no, I'm not going to read that. I read that already. Protagonist said, on topic, your significant other is just not into what you are into. Okay. Protagonist said that person picked the wrong significant other. That relationship sounds unfixable. Okay. Let's hang here for a minute. That person picked the wrong significant other. I'm glad you said that. Right? Because how do you know when you pick your significant other, how do you know whether your significant other is going to be able to change with your interests and support you in no matter what you're interested in? Perfect example. In this movie, Things Never Said, poetry was not her interest when they first got together. Okay? That was not her interest. He was whatever he was. Okay? Basketball player. He injured himself and now whatever, right? And then you have her who went through a traumatic experience throughout the marriage, and it triggered her to open up her doors to poetry. Poetry was one of the things that she used to heal. And in the process of that, she fell in love with that. So it's not that she went into this relationship with this interest. This is an interest that developed during the time of the relationship, right? So, protagonist, when you say she picked the wrong person, how do you pick a person, a significant other, from the beginning and know whether this person is capable of supporting you no matter what you go through? What are the signs of a good supporting partner? I need to know. Johnny said we went house hunting this weekend and trying to get my daughter ready for her prom this Friday. It's getting real, y'all. I know that shit is right. All right, let's take a pause here real quick and talk about prom season. Okay, Johnny, I am hoping that your daughter's prom dress is not in line with these prom 2022 dresses. Because, baby, I saw a dress the other day that Rashmi said the girl trying to be a mermaid. I'm not. All I saw was, I don't know if y'all saw it. It was a yellow dress, but up here was all sheer. And all she had was these yellow pasties on her nipples. And all up here was sheer. And then the bottom was yellow frilly trail thing. And I said, what in the fuck is wrong with these prom dresses in 2022? And are the parents engaged with the kids? Or the parents are like, these kids are grown, they can pick out what the fuck they want. See, if my daughter came home, I know, baby, you 17, you 18, you getting ready to graduate high school, you think you grown. But if my daughter if I saw her putting together her prom shit, and I saw one of these dresses, like what the fuck I'm seeing out here, we're having prom wars in my house. Okay, because baby, I need to be able to show the rest of the family members these pictures for years to come. I want to be able to open my photo album and be like, look at my baby on prom day. I don't want to be fucking embarrassed. So Johnny, I'm just saying, check the prom dress, please. Because some of these prom dresses are ridiculous. Get it together, y'all. For real. I mean, everybody want to go to the prom looking like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Come on now. When they doing their videos. That look. Do better. Angel said, and it wasn't all perfect either. We had a conflict, but the way this man engaged to resolve it, baby, emotional intelligence and so sexy. And Mm, I know what you mean. I, I know what you mean, Angel. How long does it take to fall in love? And did you tell that man you love him yet, Angel? Or are you waiting to see how much longer the feelings develop? Hey, Uhu. Good morning, y'all. Uhu said, good morning, y'all. I spent Saturday morning at the free per health fair with my pussy. He got his rabies shot. His name is Duncan. Hey, Duncan. Duncan is her new pussy. She was at the free health. He got his rabies shot. I love it. My girlfriend used to stand at online with her pussy to get that free shit. I love it. Talking about pussies, y'all. All right. I went and got my shit waxed, y'all. I did. You know how long listen, I've been I've been letting the grass grow for weeks in preparation to get this lawn care. Okay. And I went to European Wax and I was scared as shit, y'all. I laid there and she was like, open up your legs like a butterfly. And I was like, oh my God, this bitch gonna be all up in my crotches. It wasn't as bad as I thought, y'all. It did hurt, especially when they got to the lip side on the sides, because it's that hurt. But I got through it. And let me tell you, I couldn't stop touching my cat, y'all. It is so fucking smooth. It listen, she said come every 5 weeks. Okay, because she said the best is when you got a nice amount of hair to wax off. I couldn't stop touching it, y'all. I thought of every reason to touch it. I was like, oh, I think I need to rub some rose hip oil on the top of it. Oh, I think I need to take a look at it to make sure. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I'm here for it. It hurts, but I didn't want to fuck her up. Put it that way. Okay. And for those that told me to go try sugaring, the lady says sugaring hurts more than the waxing. So come on, y'all make up y'all damn stories. All right. Fancy K at Interior Rule Squad, I swear we had this conversation. Remember, I was asking about this? If you and the man just don't like to do the same stuff, what do you do? I really want to know the most effective way to compromise with the person you are dating. Well, that's why we are here. What is the most effective? That's a great question. What is the most effective way to compromise with the person you are dating when you two are not interested in the same thing? So I'm going to take a pause here real quick. And Theo, because I know she's here, she posted something that came from a book she's reading. I don't know what book this is, right? But I'm going to read this really quickly for you guys to hear, right? Because some of us are looking for this answer. Although IG, the words are small, I just want you to see what I'm sharing on the screen so you don't feel left the fuck out. All right, Theodora Carter 428 on IG. If you're not following her, please go follow her. She's a certified life coach, okay? Giving support. This was a May 16th, which is today. So crazy. May 16th. It says, we can't expect to get what we are willing to give. Many of the ideas in this book, I don't know what book it is, are about focusing on our needs and getting what we desire. However, we shouldn't concentrate so much on ourselves that we neglect those we love. We shouldn't concentrate so much on ourselves that we neglect those we love. If we reflect on what our friends and families need from us, we'll probably realize that they are the same things we need from them. Encouragement, understanding, respect, attention, compassion. Of course, the easiest way to find out what folks want is to ask. We can start a dialogue with our friends and invite them to tell us their hopes, dreams, fears, and desires. So, not only your significant other, but your friends and your family members. Invite them to talk about their dreams, their hopes, their fears, their desires. We can share our wishes with them and make a pact to support each other. If we have a mutual goal, losing weight, finishing school, finding a new job. We can work as partners to achieve it. Teamwork. That's the compromise. Okay? It could be that our loved ones have told us what they needed, but we just haven't been listening. Let's show our brothers and sisters that we care by hearing their pleas for assistance. After all, don't we want them to hear ours? I support the people I care about in healthy, loving ways. Wow. That is a May 16th injection in whatever daily motivational book Theodora Carter is reading. Okay. And so the question here was, how do you compromise? That's what the question that was asked here, right? And the beginning of the compromise is whether it's your significant other, based on what this says. Whether it's your significant other, a friend, a family member, or whatever the case may be, invite them to discuss their hopes, their dreams, their fears, their desires. Engage with each other. That's a way to show interest. Okay? I love that. Good morning, Amazon 46 Triple D. Okay, and Pat said you could fall in love at first sight. Wow. Okay. Hey, the general. The general said prom canceled if Armani out here cutting up with her dress. Listen. I'm with the shits. Okay. Hey, Madison. Hey, Monique. Good morning. Hey, Kabelisa. Oh. Ooh, you know I did. Ooh, said just play with it. I guess when I said I couldn't stop touching my woo-ha because it got waxed, it's so smooth. It's the smoothest shit ever. Fuck them razors, y'all. I see, I ignored people when they told me the razors. I was like, mind your business. And continued to shave. But baby, ain't nothing like touching your vagina after it's been waxed. Hey, Simple Brown. Heart to Fire said, I believe in love at first sight. Cleaned up my storage unit, did some laundry, she's answering everything. This is her weekend shit. Did some laundry, went shopping and watched the Oprah and Viola interview. Baby, wasn't it good? Besides listening to my neighbors fight all night. That was interesting. Protagonist says, I argue poetry been her interest and she didn't discover it within her. True, but that's another great point, Protagonist. That's the thing that makes my ass itch with some people. I'm one of those people that get interested in things that I might have been interested all along. Like, I always wanted to be a dancer, right? And I always wrote a little bit of poetry, right? And so when I watch movies, like I used to always watch dancing movies. Like if I watch the Olympics, my favorite part in the Olympics was the ice skating, because there was a grace to it. There was dance movements, there was steps, gymnastics, there was dance movements. Anything that had grace with movement and choreography, I loved it. Right. And to this day, I daydream and I fantasize about being a dancer. Right. And I know that's probably why I try to shake my ass every time music come the fuck on. Right? But you're right, Protagonist. I have taken on interest. When I took on interest of this podcast, when it started out with just a YouTube with me unpacking my stories and my truths, right? I was asked, all of a sudden you interested in this, all of a sudden you interested in that. But Protagonist, you got a great motherfucking point. Sometimes your interests are there. They're there. They were just never enlightened. They never bloomed. They never blossomed. So like Protagonist said, her interest for poetry might have always been there. And through a traumatic experience is what brought that out. One of the things I know about myself is I'm better at writing when I feel pain. It's like I understand how Mary J's albums were her best when she was in pain. Because when I'm in pain, I'm in sorrow, I'm depressed, I feel like I'm at the end of my rope and I'm in a very dark space, I could put that pen to the paper. So you're right, protagonist. It might have been that traumatic experience that brought out something that was always there. But how do you identify a significant other that's supportive during the dating stage? How do you know that this person is going to be adaptable, is going to grow with you, be supportive in everything you do, right? That doesn't mean they got to show up every time physically. Support is shown in many ways, right? And when you look at yourself, ask yourself, how supportive am I as a friend, as a family member? How do I show up for other people? Because like that reading said that I read, you'd be surprised that everybody is probably looking for the same thing, some compassion, patience. Everybody's kind of looking for the same thing. Okay. Um, Protagonist said she was probably a great writer in English class. Probably. Angel said you should pick a partner who recognizes that you both will change. It's motherfucking Monday. You should, some shit I got to read again, y'all. Angel says she dropped the deuce gem. Angel said you should pick a partner who recognizes that you both will change and is committed to choosing to love you through your changes. Baby, oh my God. That's a deuce gem. One of the things that made my fucking ass itch and flare the fuck up is hearing somebody say, you changed. What happened to how you used to be 9 years ago? Bitch, she's 9 years ago. The fuck? I'm not entitled to change. I'm not entitled to evolve. I'm not entitled to grow. You want me to do the same exact things I've always done? No, baby. I'm always going to grow. I'm always going to evolve. 5 years from now, who the fuck knows what I'm going to be interested in? I'm a grower. Okay? Key thing here is you should pick a partner. Baby, and this is something I'm learning in my 50s. You should pick a partner who recognizes that you both will change. Natural evolution. If you have a partner that's expecting you to be the same from the time that they met you, toxic. I've been there. I'm like, motherfucker, changed. Pat said, you can see him across the room. Your eyes meet and sparks fly. Not lust, but love. Isn't the way you look at him, the way he looks at you? Hey, future Miss Cecil. Good morning. Fancy K said, I think it goes back to number one, being honest. Number two, effectively communicating. Yes, being honest and effectively communicating and understanding that we change. I looked at a picture of myself that I posted in 2015, right? Some hair I bought, right? I was just scrolling the hergivenhair.com page, and I was just scrolling the reviews and shit like that. And I stumbled across my picture. They got my picture on their review page when I had their hair installed in 2015. By the way, I still got that hair. That hair is the bomb. And I looked at my face. Now we are in 2022. 7 years later. 7 years later, about. Guess what? My face looks young, different. Change. The fuck? Johnny said, my daughter tried it, but she know her parents. That itch don't fly over here. Okay, so your daughter did try to enter the prom 2022 arena and you pulled her ass the fuck back. Please, y'all. I mean, I love seeing the pictures of the babies graduating and shit like that, but some of y'all make my ass itch and give me hot flashes. Some of y'all with these dresses, parents, get it together. I know your kids are 17 and 18 and they think they grown, but baby, let me tell you something right now. Those dresses are not cute. I'm just putting the fuck out there. They are not cute, y'all. Let your kids know. Get it the fuck together. They gonna have plenty of time to show their asses and their titties. Don't worry, it don't need to be at prom. Johnny Hill said, my daughter still be trying to shop in the junior aisles with the Mrs. body. Oh, I love it. I love it. Exactly, Fancy K. You don't have to like the same things. That has nothing to do with supporting each other. Supporting each other doesn't mean that you like the same things. It doesn't. Oh, this is when you know you good, when you don't wear makeup and you can wipe your damn face without worrying. It does not mean when someone supports you, it doesn't mean that y'all necessarily like the same thing. It just means that you are supporting your friend, your significant other, your family member. You don't have to necessarily like it. Okay, the general, your wife gets waxed, and when you touch it, don't it feel so smooth? Don't lie. Amazon 46 Triple D says, I think love at first sight is lust or attraction at first sight. Those feelings will cause you to want to know more about that individual to get the feeling of love. My experience. I can get with that. I can get with that. Hearts of Fire said, my daughter had to send her prom dress back. The $600 was not worth the dress that came. Really? That's disappointing. Angel said when they do the peach, it feels so good. Oh my God, Angel. Let me sip my fucking coffee. Wait, Angel, wait. I got to go back to the waxing for a minute. Because Angel said when they do your butt cheeks, it feels good. With Angel, my anxieties were peaked and I started sweating and I was like, I hope sweat don't drip down my ass because but it triggered like my hot flashes and I was like, I hope my woo-ha and my ass don't get moist because I'm sweating. She gonna be like, oh, this girl trying to get excited because I'm in her woo-ha. But baby, when she got to my ass, she was like, hold your legs open in the air. So I had to pick my legs up and hold them in the air. Y'all know how y'all do it when y'all get in the dick. Same thing. But I'm like, am I going to be able to hold my legs when she ripped this hair off the crack of my ass? I didn't know what my reaction was going to be, y'all. But baby, she laid the hot wax and she was like, is it too hot? And I was like, no, the wax is good. I like hot shit. Right? She put the wax in my ass. My legs are up in the air and I'm holding my legs. And when she ripped it, I was like, ooh. It was interesting. Because when she rips it, then she puts her hand on like this your ass. And this your pussy up here. She puts her whole hand on it. And then she throws this powder on it to cool off the snatch. And I was like, this is a whole motherfucking process. I feel like, but it was interesting in the ass. I thought the ass was going to hurt, but the sides is the one that hurts. Okay, Protagonist said, Protagonist said, I don't believe in compromising. I believe in complimenting. Okay, I need y'all to chime in on this, right? Protagonist says, I don't believe in compromising. I believe in complimenting. I don't know. I think they're different, but I could be wrong. I'm just a talking head. Could that be different? Compromise, complimenting? I don't know. I need help here. Fancy K said, however, we do need support to support one another in participating sometimes in each other's interests. I hope that makes sense. Yes, it does. You don't have to like the same things, but you should participate in each other's interests to show that you are a supporting partner, a supportive friend, a supportive family member. Like, how many shits y'all went to for family functions that you were not interested in, but you went? How many places did you go with your friends that you wasn't interested in, but you went? Do the same shit for your significant other. The fuck? Thank you, Madison. The outfit. Thank you. I got a lot of compliments on that outfit, y'all. I did. You know, my wardrobe it used to be like black, grays, beige, tans. But I'm trying to, jump out and do colors now. Like I'm just into the colors and I vowed to myself, if you invite me to the movies, or whatever, you don't know, I might dress all the way the fuck up. Right? Because realistically, I don't get to wear my clothes. So listen, I'm going to take every opportunity to dress up. And I vowed to myself I was going to add colors to my wardrobe, no matter how bright these colors are. Because you know what? I'm in a happy space in my life. I'm in my healing, you know, my healing journey, my healing time. Okay. And I'm feeling good. And I want my clothes to reflect that. So thank you. I appreciate that, Madison. I'm glad that, my energy is coming through in my outfits. Theo said it's a devotional walk, talk, affirmations for people of color by Carlene Bryce. Okay, y'all. So the book that I read that excerpt from, I'm sharing it on my screen for those in YouTube and Facebook. If you are interested in that book, the excerpt that I read for May 16th, that had direct relation to today's topic. How do we show up for each other in a way that we support each other, right? Even if we're not interested. Walk, talk, affirmations for people in color. Now, the next thing I wanted to say as a part of this is, what are the chances? Is there a risk in your significant other or even in friendships, right? I'm going to start with the significant other first, right? When your significant other does not allow space for you to share with him or her the things that interest you because they're not interested in it and they're not showing you a level of support, do you find that you start to lean on other people and you start to share things with other people, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations with other people that share the same commonalities? And does that open up a risk of an affair? Meeting someone that shares the same interest. And if you find out that your significant other wind up having an affair with someone that shared the same interest in her, do you step back and do you reflect on what might have drove your significant other to that place? Or do you just focus on the fact that he or she had an affair? I'm asking. Amazon 46 Triple D said, I think when you meet somebody, in your initial conversations, you should talk about activities you enjoy. That way you can get an overall picture as to what they don't like. That's a good point. Great, great piece of advice. Amazon 46 Triple D said, as you're out there dating, right? Whatever you are interested in at this current moment, the things you would like to do, things you think you might want to do, have those conversations while you're dating, while you're in your courting stage. I talk about things now in my dating and in my courting stage, the things that I'm interested in. Like I said, I find myself saying things that I want to do. Like I'm interested in learning how to play golf, right? That's something that I'm interested in learning how to do, right? I'm interested in traveling to certain places, right? I talk about these things when I'm out dating so that the person that I'm dating hears the things that I'm interested in. Certain restaurants I might want to eat at, right? Whatever experiences I want. I talk about my hobbies, my show. I talk about my show. I even bring up like topics that I think I'm going to have on my show. I'll bounce it off the gentleman's off the gentleman. I'll say, hey, I'm having a topic on my show, and this is the topic. What do you think? If he goes, I'm not interested or I don't care, then I'm going to start side-eyeing him and be like, okay, this is not the person for me, right? But if that person engages and goes, oh, and gives me a little bit of feedback or a lot of feedback or shows some level of interest, I'm going to be like, that's cool, right? He might not be interested in it, but he probably said, this is something she's interested in. So he engages. Hey, Diane Williams. Good morning. Amazon 46 Triple D says, that way you know in the back of your head that if they don't like to do the things that you like and they won't be willing to compromise with it, doesn't really make any sense to go any further. Period. Ian White, good morning. Ian White said, I am designing and creating at a rate higher than anything I did when I was in my relationship. So what are you saying, Ian? You made that statement to say what? That you feel that now being outside of your relationship, you're able to grow in ways that you couldn't grow when you were in the relationship. Maybe you felt like you wasn't getting the support that you needed. You felt stifled. Is that what you're saying? I have something in my hair, right? You felt stifled. Is that what you're saying? I'm asking. The general said, my wife was interested in football and I taught it to her, but now she don't like it. People change. People change. Hey, Nakadori. Hey, Interior Rule Squad. Fancy K said, absolutely. Support can be shown in many ways. Amazon, hey, boo-boo-licious. Cute name. Amazon 46 Triple D said, I used to try to be there for people, but then I noticed that because I usually come off as being the strong person, nobody checks up on me. Nobody looks to see if I'm okay. So I have to do it for myself. Now, let me ask you a question, Amazon 46 Triple D. I know what you mean. I used to feel that same exact way. And since I've been in my healing season, I used to get depressed, right? Because I am that person that tries to show up for everybody else, right? And few people showed up for me. And it used to bother me, used to depress me. Not anymore. Not anymore. I fucking change circles. Like, listen, I fucking change my environment like motherfucking change baby Pampers now. If you ain't looking like you supporting me and you ain't looking like this is a lucrative relationship, I start to create some separation. If the relationship is one-sided and all you give a fuck about is your interest and you're not giving a fuck about mine, I start to create some distance. Okay? That's the new me. I don't give a fuck how long we've been friends. I don't give a fuck if we share aunts and uncles. I don't give a fuck if you see my significant other. There's others out there. I will fucking walk away. I'm no longer serving those that don't serve me. Right? And so once I accepted that, I got a circle of people that support me and I support them. And I love it. The fuck? Okay. Ian said, you are mad funny. I'm in the gym giggling right now. What the fuck? What the fuck did I say? Protagonist said, example of compromise equal watching a chick flick just because I want to make her happy. You besta. Shit, I'm good for picking out corny ass movies. My man better watch them shits with me sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. The fuck? Okay? Protagonist says a compliment would be, she likes scary movies. I like mysteries. So we watch movies that include horror and puzzles. That sounds like a compromise to me. But okay, you call it a compliment. Okay, got it. Oh, walk tall, not walk talk. Okay, walk tall. All right. Pat said, I agree with not compromise, but will compliment my significant other and support his interests. Okay. So another one who says they will not compromise, but they will compliment. Got it. The general said that Kendrick Lamar inspired me to start a short story this weekend. Yeah, I got to go listen to the shit. I got to be in the right mind frame to do it. Yoga Girl Sai said, good morning, Yoga Girl Sai. Yoga Girl Sai said, we have to be committed to supporting our partners because interests change, but support should not, should never. Ian, you said yes. I asked, did you feel stifled in your relationship? Is that the yes to that? I felt stifled in mine. I motherfucking couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. I felt like I was going to sleep with a pillow over my face every night. But the ironic thing was I was walking around, it was pure daylight. Don't suffocate in a relationship. Breathe. I'm breathing. And now that I know what that free air feels like, I'm not going back to that pillow over my face feeling again. I'm just not. McCliver said, Robin, the album Waiting to Exhale is another example of music that make you want to write. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. Ian says, I supported my partner, but I feel that my passions were barely tolerated. Wow. Now, see, that would cause resentment. You can't be supportive of your partner and your partner not be supportive of you because somebody is going to build up resentment. Relationship won't last. And Ian, the way you speak is in the past as though you're not in that relationship any longer. And so that tells me that that's a perfect example of how relationships don't last. Especially when your interests are barely tolerated. I love that. I loved the way you described that, barely tolerated. Not loved that that happened to you, but loved how you described that, barely tolerated. It is the worst feeling in the world to be in a relationship and your interests are barely tolerated. Okay? Fancy K said, I may not like everything you're into, but I can definitely be supportive of the things he likes. Simple. Theo says, I think compromise is a part of growth. As long as compromises doesn't mean you are sacrificing who you are. Compromise just means you figure out how to meet halfway. Mm. What happens when you find out your significant other is having an affair with someone that shares the same interests as they do? How would you feel? Right? You never show up to any of their performances or anything that they do. Even though they've asked you, they've told you how much it meant to them, and you still don't show up. And then you find out somewhere down the line your significant other had an affair with someone that took interest in what she or he does. What would you do? What would you say? Ian said, I bounced. I'm considering moving to a new city. Everything is on the table. Okay, so you bounced. You're no longer in that relationship. You know, it's so crazy how we meet people, we fall in love. You know, we might end up getting married or moving in together, starting a life. And as we evolve in our lives, we might take on different interests. And when we do that, we might find out that our partners are not interested, or our friends in the journey of our growth is not interested in the things that you're interested in. What do? You can't stop growing. You can't stop changing with the times. You can't brush your dreams and your hopes aside. So what do when you have a significant other who cannot support, who does not want to support the things that you do? So you find that you going to your art events by yourself, your poetry readings by yourself, you're going to podcast events by yourself, modeling events by yourself, readings because you wrote a book and you're an author and you're out these readings and you look up and your significant other and your close friends and family members are not there to support you, right? It gets lonely. I've been there. Now, I've always had a set of friends, right? And family members that supported me. But then I had a significant other who didn't. Hated what I did. Hated what I did. Didn't ask him to be a part of anything that I did necessarily. But not only was it communicated that they didn't like what I did, it showed up as a negative impact in our relationship on a daily basis, right? Because I felt like they wanted me to hate what I did also enough to quit, and I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Okay? Sometimes people give up their hopes and dreams because people don't support them. Don't. I will give a motherfucker up in a minute. Don't give up your hopes and dreams because a motherfucker won't support you. Don't do it. Do what you love anyway. I posted something this weekend and I said, change. It was an inspirational video, right? And it spoke to the fact that one day I woke up, and that was true for me. When I found that sound bite, I said, that's me. Okay? I woke up one day and I said, who the fuck am I? And the crazy shit is, in this movie, Things Never Said, she wrote a poem. I had already did the video. And in this movie that I never saw before, she did a poem that says something to the effect of, who the fuck are you? I asked myself that. Who the fuck am I? And when I asked myself that question, that's when I realized I lost myself. I was losing who I genuinely was as a person. And so I'm here to say, baby, we are always going to evolve. We are always going to change, but make sure that change is not forced upon you based on somebody else's hopes and dreams. Make sure the change that you experience, the evolution that you experience in your life, is solely based on the things that you want for yourself. Those that love you will continue to grow with you, and they will continue to support you. They don't have to like the things that you do. As long as they are respectful, they can support you in many ways. Do not lose yourself. Remember who you are. And remember that you are continuing to grow. You're not done. You're never done. As long as you are living, breathing, eyes open, you are growing. Believe that shit. Okay? Yoga Girl Sai said, I have a friend whose friendship model is 100% one way. Needless to say, we're not close anymore. Her brother died in 2000 and his birthday was yesterday. Of course, I remembered, but did not text or call. I'm only in healthy, mutually reciprocated relationships and nothing else. Period. I remember when my friends tried to make me feel bad about cutting off a friend of mine because she didn't show up to my dad's funeral. I'm consistent, baby. Now, I show up for my friends. They need me, I'm there, right? But the one time you show your motherfucking ass to me, my father died. And this friend that I showed up for in every aspect that she needed me, even when it caused me heartache and problems, I showed up for her. But when my dad died, she sent me a motherfucking plant. I cut her ass off. And people tried to make me feel bad. They were like, oh, you're going to let this one thing? No. Yes. I'm going to let this motherfucking one thing. This one thing. Because this is a one thing. My father died If you can't show up for me and support me during a time like that, I'ma cut your ass the fuck off. And I did. And people tried to make me understand them. No, I'm not understanding shit. Period. True story. Ian said, I moved into one of my vacant apartments and furnished it to look like an art gallery and creative studio. That's fly. I love it. Johnny said, I love learning. It's hard to deal with someone who's stuck either because they don't want to grow or because of some hurt or disappointment. I'm willing to help you grow, but you have to want it. Yes. It is 9:07 and it's Monday. Okay? We're going to wrap this up. But I'm telling you, okay? Growth is going to happen. Change is going to happen. Yoga Girl Side said, I remember that, Roy. Showed the fuck up. I did. I showed up. I showed up for her in every way she needed me to. Okay? I even gave her my son's car for a period of time. Miss Si drove it for a while. You know, I do what I can for my friends. But when she didn't show up to my dad's funeral, I was done. Yoga Girl Side said, I didn't make you feel bad. Others, but not me, because Raw was right. No, you didn't make me feel bad, Yoga Girl Side, but some other people tried to make me understand her. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm here to say, y'all, pay attention to your own hopes and your dreams and your goals and aspirations. And don't table them shits for nobody. Now you could put them to rest because you have more critical and important things to focus on, but never put them to bed. Never kill your hopes and dreams, right? And make sure that the people you surround yourself with, whether it's your significant other, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, make sure that they are supportive the same way that you are supportive to them, right? Just like that inspirational piece that I read, it said you'd be surprised how many of us are looking for the same thing, understanding, compassion, etc. We just have to listen to each other, right? And again, it doesn't mean that you have to wholesomely participate in everything he or she is doing. Okay? You don't have to love it. I don't love sports, but guess what? I'd buy a ticket and take my man to a basketball game or a baseball game, right? And share the experience. Compromise. Show interest in what they do. And that is the topic today on Coffee with Friends. But I appreciate y'all for joining Coffee with Friends. It is motherfucking Monday, y'all. And you know what? Oh, hey, Naomi's like, greetings. Fancy K said, growing should definitely be a goal. Changing for the better is phenomenal. AG said, what about the girl that came to her prom in a casket? Remember that? In the ambulance or some shit. I can't. Fancy K said the leg lifting with the waxing, right? I was like, baby, I don't know what's about to happen, but I felt violated. Okay. Hey, BBB Coaching Consulting. Simple Brown said, I love it. That's the season I'm in. The be whoever the fuck I want to be season. And this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Give me those hearts, y'all, on IG as we closing out. Give me the thumbs up on YouTube. Give me the hey, how you doing on Facebook. Y'all motherfuckers see me on Facebook. Fancy K said, definitely need to have interest conversations in dating in the dating stage. Absolutely. So for all you motherfuckers that's out there in the dating stage, make sure you are letting motherfuckers know what you like. Okay? Fancy K also said, oh, definitely all of the bouncing the topic off the person you're dating. Yes. So that's so cool. When the man gives feedback and shows interest in topics. Yes. I'm telling you, that's how I'm weeding out motherfuckers. I'm be like, oh, my show. Pat said, says supporting someone else's interest only enriches your life and expands your horizon. Preach. You better let them know, Pat. Shit. Hey, Veronica Madison Beauty. Interior Rule Squad said, and you wish that so-called friend well, period, and deuces. Okay? Thank you, Simple Brown. Fancy K said, off topic. You be saying some similar stuff to what I say, Miss Robin. When is your birthday? January 5th. I'm a whole Capricorn out here. That's what's up. Compromise. Show interest in him. Hey, be who I want to be. That's right. Be who the fuck you want to be. Period. And with that, y'all know how to find me. Link is in my bio. Make sure you guys are following me across all of my platforms. Facebook, IG, TikTok, where I do my dances and my inspirational walks. But there's messages and those motivational things that I be doing my slow walks to. Listen to these messages, right? I try to stay motivated. I do. I try to stay motivated, but baby, the one thing that I'm enjoying in my healing season right now, and I want all of you to be in the same space, right? We're not all gonna be in the same place in our healing season, but baby, the place that I'm in right now is so euphoric. I don't know the last time I felt this good. I don't know. And I want to stay here. And that's why I'm telling you, listen. Healing is going to hurt for a period of time because healing is going to have you removing motherfuckers from your life, changing things that you used to do, finding new shit, getting into new things, growing in different directions. It's going to hurt for a little while because you're going to miss the old you in some aspects. But baby, the new you, when it blossoms and blooms, you're going to love it. Okay? Thank you, Fancy K. I appreciate that support. And with that, y'all, let's see what the motherfucking vibes are. I'm giving y'all instrumentals. I know y'all want to be hearing some live upbeat shit, but I can't do that, okay? Because, they after me, you know? So I play y'all what I think is going to keep me safe, all right? Y'all can turn up after Coffee with Friends. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Coffee with Friends has been a journey for me 2+ years, okay? 2+ years I've been showing up here and talking, and I see that my audience is growing. Some people look to have 200, 500 eyeballs on here, but if I get 3 eyeballs and I could talk and help somebody be them, love themselves, love each other, that's all that matters to me. Okay? I show up for free. All I ask is that you guys show up and participate. Let's heal together. Let's help the community. Let's love up on our brothers and sisters. That's the goal. And y'all, let's talk about Coffee with Friends After Dark. Coffee with Friends After Dark, I'm going to do, I think I may aim for Friday this time. Maybe the 27th. Friday. I might do Coffee with Friends After Dark on a Friday this time. May 27th. All right. I got my topics, y'all. Come through. Let's see what the next song is. Come through. Okay. Come through. Yes, One Reliable Sin. You've been here from the beginning. Oh, this my shit. We were talking about love, right? The more you make me. I always fuck up words on here. Hey, Sharon. Good morning. Hey, Kamani. Anyway, y'all, I'm out. All right. This is Monday, but y'all know I'll be back tomorrow. Peace. Gone for now, but never forever. Hey. The closer I get to